Hi, thanks for joining me today. If you have not been here before, my name is Farron, and this is Light Beings at Large. And once a week, I pull a rune where I use that as a jumping off point for a little bit of an energy reading kind of thing. And this week, I've pulled the rune Manaz. I'll show it to you here. Yeah. And what's interesting about this rune is it's the one that's associated the most with humankind, and it's also the one that's associated the most with positive action, or one of the ones associated the most with positive action. And it's also said that it's good to take action. And given the time of the eclipse, I think that what this is saying is not so much about the individual, you or me, taking specific action, except for it to be connected to ourselves, but that all of humankind is about to take big action together. And even if we're not specifically connected, so like I was saying, it's important that we are working from our inner spirit, from our inner guide, right? That we have a certain amount of discernment, that we're not jumping around from thing to thing. As an energy sensitive being, the longer you play that role, some people call it the people pleaser or shape shifting, something like that. The longer you play that role, the further and further you get away from who you really are. And right now, humanity or the earth or whatever you want to say, whatever your reference point is, everything is shifting right now. And we have the power and the ability to truly tap into what we want our life to be like, based on, not because I think, ooh, this is great. It's impossible to go against. If you're energy sensitive and you try to go against it now, you are going to fail. And I don't like to say things like that. It's such a broad stroke. But where we are is pivotal for all of consciousness. If you've been steeped in the spiritual teachings, chances are that these things are going to shift for you as well. This is not a bad thing. If you find yourself in massive confusion during the eclipse as an energy sensitive being, this isn't a bad thing. However, it might be extremely agitating during the full moon or the eclipse, whichever thing you want to focus on. That time frame into what I'm getting is like the 18th or so, is going to be super intense. And I don't mean intense like bad. I mean intense like it's going to be a lot of frequency. It's going to be a lot for us to deal with. And what you need to know as an energy sensitive being is that given all of the possible choices, you might just have to wait a second for the next one to come around, because there's so many old stories circling right now that it's really easy to latch on to one of those. And some of the writing I've done this week, it feels like a taunting maypole. Do you know what a maypole is? The maypole with the strings and the ribbons. It's beautiful. Like it represents this whole other thing. But if you could think of all of those strings or ribbons as being part of your past experiences, and some of them are memories that you don't really need to contend with. You don't really need to deal with them anymore. You already did the thing. But right now, because everything's circling, they're in the mix. And if you grab onto that one, it's going to burn you, and it's going to be agitating. And then you're going to find another one, and you're going to do it again, you're going to do it again, and you're going to do that little dance that the universe just loves when we do it as energy sensitive people, because we draw so much energy. When we have a tantrum, the world stops. The universe is like, let's give them more, because this is fun. They think we like that, because that's what we do. Not all of us, but you know what I'm saying? It's an exaggeration. I have to be really quick because my phone's going to run out of everything. What I was getting at is discernment. So all of those things are around. We need to know which one is the right one for us. And it's discernment. It's knowing where you are and knowing how you want your new earth to be. So what you choose to focus on, and I don't mean like you're going to manifest new things. That's not the way I roll. What I'm saying is that if you're feeling agitated and there are a lot of new thoughts, I mean old thoughts coming up, stories, woo 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 woo, and you pick one, it's going to be more agitating. Try to not do that. Try to breathe deeply, take notice of your skin, move your body, drink a bunch of water, and just know that it will pass. Well, the thought process thing will pass. As energy sensitive beings, we are learning before everyone else how to deal with these new frequencies. We're setting the tone. All right. See you next week. Thanks for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Bye.